Okay, most of our homes, we actually have this air thingy that's propelled by the wind or the air from under or in the attic. And these are called turbine. They do a good job, gotta say, but they're passive. That means if there's not enough air from either out or in, you're not gonna get a great exchange. And I had two of them, obviously, but I took one down because I want to make a different balance now. So in one side I have, as you see, the solar, and in the other side I'm gonna leave the turbine because the solar now pushes enough air for the turbine in those days that there is, for example, no wind or kind of air at all, and it makes sure that air escapes from the attic in a nice way. And well, let's see what's inside this box and possibly go install it. Okay, that's everything in the box. Oh, so that snaps in. I like that style. This is the cable solar connector. Okay. Yep, looks pretty easy and straightforward. This is your fan and flange and all that. Goes on the roof itself. Ooh, this is actually really cool. Okay, it's a nice fan. And this one is 12 volts, 0.8 amps. 3000 RPM, and the output power is 10 watts. And that is a nice panel. It's a 14.4 volt open circuit, maximum power 2.08 amps, 25 watt max output, and that is perfect. Short circuit 2.29 amps. Wow, that's actually really cool. Well, we have to go up and install it. That's gonna be even cooler than that. And this is these two thingies that you see right here. They just have to be snapped in here like this. Boom. And you have a screw that goes through here, from here, goes in this one here, so it holds. And from above, you'll see it like this. And then, of course, this whole contraption here goes in. You have the screw holes here to mount, and this is the flange down. This goes inside the roof, and that is it. It's that easy and simple. So you connect the power right here like this, and it activates itself. Actually, let me turn it towards the light real quick. I don't know if it will spin anything because we're indoors. Nope, but when we go outside, this will definitely spin. Okay, well, so let's go do this and see what's actually possible with it. I'm a big fan of these. You have all the screws and tools you need here in this package, alongside the installations manual, which is quite easy. There's nothing hard about it. Just one thing before I forget, because I almost forgot this. When you put the flange on the roof and it's all bolted down and good, you have to put this over, right? Because the screws go through from these holes in here. This cable, there's some notches on both sides, one here and one right here. So don't just clip the cable under any position. Put this on, align the cable with these notches that are open on the side, and then you are good to go. And when you're ready and done installing, just slide in the solar panel, just as you see it here, and that's it. And you are ready to go. You can connect them here, or if your installation requires you to have more cable, that's why you have the extra cable here. This is for extension. I don't think there are many scenarios where you would need to extend it, but if you need it, you have it. Let's go do this. I think this combination is actually good. It's gonna help it expel a lot of that hot air, especially on summertime. And yes, I went a little bit crazy with the sealant, but I'm waiting when it fully solidifies. It can be actually cut with a small razor blade and made flush, but for now I'm gonna leave it as is. It doesn't bother anyone. Plus it will get colored like the roof anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So this is my idea to actually make things a little bit better here. So the airflow goes from the right side where the solar is, sucked out, and makes the other side as well move air too. Plus, not to forget the two sides of the roof that have the air vents. So that will be a lot of air actually escaping. And I'm going to get up there and show you from up close. And this is the solar vent. Looks really nice and cool. Not sure if you can hear it, but it's actually expelling air from the attic to outside, and it feels like warm air a little bit. That's a lot of air actually coming out of there. Look at that. And that's how it looks from up above. Just don't forget to put the screw. There's another hole just like this on the other side, right here. Put that on, and I covered all the other screws, and that's what I'm talking about. The stuff here, you see it's still not solid, so I'm gonna wait till it gets solid, then I'll cut off slowly all around and make sure it's in good shape. Look at that. It actually looks perfect. And I have both. So the other one, for example, gets pushed by this. It's spinning actually really fast. But this one spins faster when it's sun, which is the time you really need it to spin good. And that's what I just did here. So it works really good and really nice. So it makes sense to have it running in tandem with the other one, is now they push each other. Is the solar is active and the other one is inactive or passive, and it should work in unison with each other to expel air from the attic. I really like this kind of product, and I already noticed inside the attic there is better air by just a few degrees, but I just installed it, what, 2 hours ago, and it hasn't had enough time to probably give me accurate temperatures, but probably in a week I'll see how things are. And this will definitely help keep the attic a little bit cleaner air-wise. Just make sure you put the flange. I mean, you don't need to go crazy on the isolation from water, but I just like to make sure 1,000,000%. I can smoothen this up later, but for now, I'm happy with what I see. As long as water doesn't go in, I'm good. Besides that, there's nothing else I can tell you. That's just how I did mine. And the sun is coming directly from there to here, and it's probably 4:30 to 5 in the afternoon, and that's what we're dealing with. Really cool stuff.